Hi guys, the notes are finally here. So they include summaries of all chapters, they include main themes, they include character introductions, and question answers as well. To order, you can either hit me up on my Insta or email. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're doing Hidden Figures Chapter 7, The Duration. Anyways, let's get into this. In the post-war period, Dorothy Vangon, a key figure at Langley during World War II, faced the challenges of balancing work and family. The relentless pace of research and the demands of her job made it difficult for her to visit her family in Farmville. Despite the uncertainty of her employment status, she decided to settle in Newport News and signed a lease on an apartment in Newsom Park. Newsom Park, designed for a shipyard and defense workers, became a thriving African American community. The neighborhood offered various amenities, including a community center, shopping center, and elementary school within walking distance of Dorothy's new apartment. This transition marked a significant shift in her life, leading to her separation from her husband, Howard, and the relocation of her 4 children to Newsom Park. As World War II concluded, the country faced the challenges of reconversion to peacetime economy. Women who had played a crucial role in workforce were now facing layoffs and expectation to return to traditional domestic roles. For African American, challenges persisted as some employers reverted to discriminatory hiring practices, and the momentum of progress achieved during the war seemed at risk. The end of the war brought both celebration and uncertainty. While VJ Day ushered in joyous celebrations, the aftermath brought layoffs, economic shifts, and fading of initiatives like the Fair Employment Practices Committee. Political figures like the Senator Harry Bride opposed equal employment opportunities, posing a threat to the advancements made during the war. Despite these challenges, Dorothy and others who had built new lives during the war were determined to embrace the social and economic changes. Dorothy made a bold move by committing to a lease in Newsom Park, betting on the lasting impact of the changes brought about by the war. The uncertainty future of the neighborhood and employment did not deter residents from aspiring to create a model community. As the country grappled with the post-war landscapes, individuals like Dorothy navigated the complexities of personal and professional life, hoping that the progress achieved during the war would endure. Okay, I know it sounds like a lot. Let's get into this. So, as we already know, we've been following the story of Dorothy. Now, she's a key figure at Langley. She's helped with the aeronautical research and improved, what do you call, airplane designs, aircraft designs, in other words. Now, the World War II has come to an end, and we are currently focusing on the post World War II period. Now, we get to know that it was really hard for her to visit her family in Farmville, and even though she was uncertain about her employment, if her employment would continue, she still decided to settle in Newport News and signed a lease on her new apartment. And in that area where she had got an apartment, the African American community started to thrive. And then it talks about how the neighborhood was great and everything. Now, then it tells us how she separated from her husband, Howard, and then relocated her children to the Newsom Park where she was living. And after that, the narrative talks about how after World War II, the country faced challenges of reconservation to a peacetime economy, and how even though during the World War, women were given important roles and were expected to work, now they were expected to go back as what they call traditional household or domestic work, basically. So yeah, and at this point, women who had actually played crucial roles in the workforce were being laid off and were expected to just return to the domestic roles or what the patriarchal society wanted them to do, right? At this point, basically, if you know, the desegregation during this time was reduced a lot because, there was a lot of need of workforce. So then either what color or what gender you were, that was being pushed aside and more people were needed for the war. So now when all things were going back to normal, that racism and discrimination in hiring practices was starting to come back, which was a big risk to the African American community's movement for equal opportunities and rights. And over that, we get to know about how the layoffs and economic shifts and the fading of initiatives like the fair employment practices was happening due to in the aftermath of World War II, and how political figures. Now, political figures are supposed to stay neutral. They're supposed to also take care of minorities, but over here, political figures were against equal employment opportunities. So they were like, if you're colored, well, you shouldn't get the same opportunities as the white folk. Now, over here, it then talks about the challenges that Dorothy and people who had made their lives during the war were facing now post war, but how Dorothy still took a bold move and did lease Newsom Park and still was betting on the lasting impacts of the changes brought about by the war. Now, what she was betting on was that she may still get her job, she may still be a part of Langley, and she may still be seen as a valuable asset, right? Because after the war, everybody expected, oh well, black folks go back to where they were from and the women go back in the kitchen, right? So she was hoping the changes brought by the war, which was including women and black folk into the workforce, be increased. And yeah, that is all for this chapter. Hope you guys enjoy it, I guess. Thanks for watching. Go follow me on my Instagram if you guys want. Other than that, I have the Hidden Figure notes are available, so you guys can order them at Z Creations. I've linked the Instagram down below. Anyways, guys, see you all next time. Bye.